What's up, my fitness family? Brent Casmer here with BKPT, Brent Casmer Personal Training. And I have another Fit Blind Man Chronicles. All right, so I am here sort of to kind of riff this whole month in regards to just, having a disability, being blind, being in shape, taking care of what I put in my body, work, with my body. And also, like this is one of the things that I tell everyone that works with me in general is the fact that they get the added layer of, I believe it's an extra sense that I do have just because of the fact that my eyes don't work. So just being able to help somebody modify and make do with an ailment or an injury or something they're working through and helping them with the mechanics of their body. So and I feel like that's helped me tremendously work with myself too, because obviously I'm not gonna be able to check out some of the things that I'm doing in the mirror, making sure that it's textbook correct. But sometimes I feel like textbook correct isn't always right. And what do you mean by that, Brent? So what I'm saying is just the fact that, because everybody has different shapes and sizes, so therefore the body mechanics don't work exactly textbook. So you got to look at somebody's kinesthetics and how their body moves and the movement with it, and make sure that they're getting the muscles engaged that they're supposed to get engaged. So I just think that that's something that you just can't get because I have to rely on so much other things. In a visual world, people rely on their eyes so much that, you know, what they see in a magazine, what they see in a textbook, what they see in a book, they think is supposed to be correct. And, at the end of the day, there is feeling involved with your muscles and mechanics and blood flow and pump and, internally what something's supposed to feel like. So I just feel like that's giving me like a little bit of a cutting edge on a lot of other, not only trainers, but just in general, just people trying to make the best of working out. So giving you the advice that you need to get the most out of your workouts. So that was just a little riff on, I guess, just working out in general and feeling what's supposed to be working and understanding your muscles and body parts versus knowing this is my bicep, this is my tricep, this is my quad, and this is what I'm working. Are you feeling it in those areas? Getting that central nervous system firing and making sure that you're understanding it with your brain as well. But on another note, on a blind man note, it's funny because, why do I stay in such great shape? Why do I take care of myself? Everybody's got their own reasons. And, obviously I want to be able to play with my kids and be able to do whatever I want to do at the drop of a dime. So if someone says, hey, like I really want to go do, climb this mountain or do this, and I don't have to think about, whether I'm in shape enough to go do it or not, I just go do it. So it really helps with the mental capacity as far as that. I also feel like for me too, a lot of times I'm tripping, falling, like almost walking into stuff all the time, and having the ability to move quick and have my body react to certain things and having the ability, to have good core strength and good, muscular strength helps me to move out of the way of stuff that normally I would hit if I had slow reflexes or didn't have the muscle control of my body that I do. And I really feel like people that do have disabilities or ailments or things that are going on with them, trying to work around whatever you have going on, but trying to still stay in tip-top shape just to give yourself, there's that added benefit of being able to go out and do things, because I could tell you, going to track practice, I've told you in some of the other videos and episodes, this is kind of just rewinding a little bit. Taking my kids to track practice this past year, we would bike because the track is about maybe 3-4 miles away. And oh man, so they're both ahead of me. And a lot of times they're really good about telling me what's going on and if something's up ahead or if there's a walker or a runner, what side they're on, they'll shout it out to me, so that way I know. and I'll slow down and stay to the one side. But it's, and they're really good for me in helping me out with that kind of stuff. But this one day, I would say, that we were biking to the track, and one of the schools had cut their branches down, and they laid all the limbs on the sidewalk. So my kids take off up into the grass, and I'm about maybe, I don't know, 100 yards behind them, but definitely well out of my sight. So I'm biking, and bam, I hit a whole stack of tree branches, and I flip over my handlebars. Um, I always joke with, my clients. They'll come back and I'll tell them the story, like, oh my God, you never believe what happened yesterday. And I'll tell them, and I'll be like, yeah, I flipped over my handlebars. It was really like an atomic burpee, man. I came flying over my handlebars, bam, right into a push-up position. Did not have any scratches, bumps, and bruises. And it was really, honestly, like a flying burpee, because it, bam, popped right back onto my feet, walked over, grabbed my bike, and went right back after the kids and shared with them what happened. They're like, holy crap, Dad, I'm sorry, And they're like, I can't believe we didn't, slow down and tell you that the branches were there and yada, yada, yada. But, I'm not bragging that, I was able to kind of get out of that. I'm just saying, like, I'm very fortunate, very blessed that, because of me being in shape, I was able to, save my face and arms and elbows and knees and, from breaking anything. And, it was just really a blessing. So, you never know when you're going to need your fitness abilities. You're never going to know when you're going to need your strengths. And it could be a complete accident just like that was. And I've seen and have had mothers that I've worked with and trained and gotten in great shape that have gotten in some serious car accidents and ended up, the police and, the fire department and EMTs would tell them, like, look, if you weren't in good shape, you would probably be dead from this accident. They would suffer like some injuries, but man, it would have been a lot worse if they didn't have that muscular strength, in their body to protect them, that added protected layer. So, a lot of times people will work out and lift weights obviously for vanity reasons, because, oh man, I want to, have a six pack. I want to have abs. I want to have muscles. I want to look like a certain way. But, and that's fine. You could want to do all that, because at the end of the day, it helps you to get in shape for the safety reasons as well. So, like I said, you never know what you're going to get in these episodes. I'm just kind of riffing. So if you guys do have questions, pop them in the comments. I'd love to answer anything as well along the way. Things to help kind of encourage, motivate, mentor, change your mindset and how you're thinking about certain things. But, a lot of people get down on certain things in regards to just, how they've let themselves go, or, oh, well, this is what's going on and I'm too busy, or whatever it might be. But just sharing with you stories that obviously, like, there's tons of other people out there just like you or worse off than you and myself, and are still crushing it. So all of that helps to motivate me. I had a client, his name was Pat Gillis, and he was in his 60s to 70s when he was with me, and this dude would sit there and do 30-inch box hops, in his upper 60s, early 70 years old. And I mean, it was just amazing. And he was like, oh, Brian, I just strive to be like you. And I'm like, listen, man, I was like, if I'm 70 and I'm doing 30-inch box hops, I'm going to be pumped. Like, it's going to be sweet, So, it encourages me to go out on a hike and, to literally have other people out there, like, in wheelchairs getting pushed up a mountain, or, rolling up a mountain, or, just living an extreme life as well, like living it to the fullest. So, it helps to encourage one another. So just at the end of the day, you just got to know, you got to put the work in, you got to go get it. Nobody's going to do it for you. But at the end of the day, like, you're only helping yourself. And, it's something awesome behind that. So anyways, like I said, just riffing. Just hopefully you guys learn a little bit more about me, just being raw, just be posting these videos. Obviously, I'll always have good, funny stories like flipping over bikes, falling off of things, doing certain things, just because, my eyes play tricks on me. But obviously, I want to make sure that you understand the underlying belief behind that is if you stay in good shape and, you really take care of yourself, it's going to help you to, A, get yourself out of sticky situations and B, just feel better about everything. So, all right, Brent Casper, BKPT. If you haven't yet, subscribe. You know, that's what makes me happy is seeing the subscriber count rise because I know I'm reaching people that want to hear a little bit more about my stories, my life, what makes me who I am, and also getting the benefits of all of the teachings that I have on my channel. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoy all this stuff. Leave the comments, put the likes in there, and share the content. All right. See you next video.